wall of fire that went through our yard was 40 feet high and as wide as our yard. They said the wall of fire, by the time it hit Butte County border, it was 3 miles wide. And I've seen trees that were 50 feet tall that were charred from the very tip down to the bottom. It wasn't just canopying. That fire came through, it ate everything. We were evacuated 3 other times in the last 5 years. Every instance, it was preceded, we had a warning before the actual order to get out. In this instance, not only was the fact that it went right to him, we had been placated by their announcement that no, there's no fires in Butte County. The next thing was just get out.
My first concern was to get my wife and her oxygen into her vehicle and get her out of harm's way.
But I'm stubborn.
And she was not gonna leave without me. And
no way.
So I knew I needed to pick up the pace, and I quickly assessed that the most important thing, if there was only one thing I could take, it would be our RV. But the RV was tucked way in the back behind several trailers and several vehicles, so I needed to shuffle all these things around, and I was getting winded by the time I got the trailer hooked up, and the smoke, you could see.
He was sweating bullets. I looked at him, he was bright red, and there was sweat going down both sides of his face, and can we go now? Yeah. We don't have time. There's nothing we can do. We've lost our whole community.
We're glad to be alive. Our animals are alive, and even though we lost almost everything,
physical,
there's other members of our community that didn't make it out, and our heart breaks for them. I've been a cabinet maker since 1977, and my work is scattered from the North State to the Bay Area, and that's what I'm leaving behind.
The GoFundMe page is designed to help Notch Woodworking. It is a reality. Dennis no longer, the shop had a job.
The job I was working on was nearly finished.
10 days for installation.
And a lot of my projects that were up there in Berry Creek, Brush Creek, are no longer.
Yeah. Nothing's there.
Including the project that I was going to take down the hill down to the Bay Area. So I need to reimburse the client for the money they gave me. I need to reimburse another client for a deposit on a job that was to follow. And I owe vendors, so I think that's really what the GoFundMe is for, is to take care of that sort of thing. We need to get back to some normalcy. Today I cooked my first breakfast, and it felt good. I'm gonna need. Let's get the list going.
Salt,
I need
pepper.
a spatula. I need salt, pepper, butter dish, butter knife. So we're making a list.
All I know is, all of a sudden, I have faith in humanity again.
It's nice to hear from friends you haven't heard from in years.
An emoji with a teardrop.
That want to reach out. And so that's a silver lining there. All those old friends that I had, turns out we're still friends.